Hi guys, good morning everyone. This is Live Worship. This is Blessing. Thank you so much for coming to my channel this morning. I know you guys have had a lovely day and you guys might be in church, but I just wanted to talk about this video that I saw about a Rivers State Councilor beating up his brother's wife. Now, when I read this story, I was like, oh my God, why will anybody beat up their own brother's wife? I mean, in this time and age, why would anybody do that? But it's an occurrence that we know happens in Africa. We know sometimes people feel as if like because you are married to their family, they have this power over you, or they can do anything they want to do, or they can actually beat you up because you are married to them. Now, we know that husbands do beat up their wife in Africa. We know that. But when it becomes a brother-in-law beating up your wife, it got me thinking, where was the husband? Why will you allow your brother to beat up your wife? What did the woman do to you? How did he get this bad? That your own husband will stand there while you're being beaten up by his brother. What kind of a marriage is that? All right, if you haven't seen that story, it's been going viral. I'm going to talk about this story and I'm going to actually give you a video of the woman herself talking about what happened to her. Why am I talking this? Any issue that has to do with women empowerment, I like talking about it because I feel is a no-no for a brother-in-law to come to my house, to insult me or to talk to me anyhow, because it is my house, it's my husband's house. Now, if you guys didn't like me when I was being married, you had a choice not to come for the wedding. If it's my husband's choice to marry me, you don't have any right or any say in my marriage. It is my marriage. Now, if you guys are tired of the woman and you guys don't want her to be in your family, do the right thing. Send her there back. But for you to beat her up and call her a witch. Anyway, and let me not just, tell you guys the whole story. Let me just go through our news website because one of my editors actually published this news. Let's read the news and then we'll listen to the woman tell her own story before I come back and I say what I have to say. So I'm going to be sharing my screen now and I'll read what was published by one of our... Okay, so I'm sharing my screen now and I'll read what was published. All right, so this is the news. So that's the woman. And I'm going to read what actually happened to her. So this is our news website. So this woman was beaten up by her brother-in-law, who happens to be a Rivers State Councilor. And so not just the Rivers State Councilor and the siblings. So there were more than one people beating up this woman in her husband's house, assaulting her and labeling her a witch. So she was a witch before your brother married her. So did he not know that he was marrying a witch? Now, her witchness has now been pronounced that you guys decided to beat her up. Let me read the story. So the leader of 80 local governments, council legislative arm in Rivers State, Honorable Blackson Nwanyanwu, and some members of his family had been accused of assaulting their brother's wife on allegation that she is a witch. When I saw the story and I read it because I had to go and research what happened. So this woman, after many years of being married to her husband, they are now calling her a witch, that she's the one that is bringing misfortune to their family or to the brother. And it got me laughing. You are married to a useless man, a man who doesn't want to make something out of his life, a man who does not want to work hard. And now they are labeling you a witch because the man is not progressing. Or are they labeling you a witch because you are helping preserve this man's life? The councillor has not been able to take his life for his ritual or his courtesy, because I don't understand why a woman that you guys got married to, you guys paid her bride price, then after how many years of living in your family, you now decide that she is a witch. She's the one that's causing your problem. So those problem was not there in your family until you marry her. So return back her dowry. If you feel she's the one causing the problem, the easy way to do it is call her family, return it back. So let me even ask a question. By beating her up, when she goes to their witch coven, will she not do more? So how will beating her up solve the problem that she's I don't get this story, because I was like, hey, let me continue. Recounting her ordeal in Port Harcourt on Wednesday, November 11, Ms. Wanyanwu alleged that Blackson and his sibling, including their brother-in-law, beat her up to a pulp after accusing her of being a witch and disturbing the family. When I saw the word disturbing the family, it got me thinking, there are some family, let me tell you something. What is happening to you guys has got nothing to do with the woman that you guys married. I'm telling you, there's this allegation of, if anything is going wrong in the family, they start accusing the women that they marry. So those problem was not there before you guys got married to these women, yeah? So it's these women that brought the problem. You know what? Sometimes all these things are so funny. So you guys went somewhere and they told you that the woman is your problem. She's the one that's causing all the misfortune in your family. Send her away now. Send her back to her family now. Send her packing now. Marry another wife now. Why beat her up? Why want to kill her? She's the problem. You know what happens to some people? They don't like facing the truth. They don't like telling themselves the truth. Ask the counselor what is going on in your family. Ask the counselor. Don't leave the woman alone. It might even be possible that woman is the one that's been preserving your life. It might even be possible that her prayers is what is keeping her husband alive. Maybe because that she's a gap in that family. But no, the counselor has decided that you guys will beat her up without telling you guys the truth. It is her problem. She's the witch. Okay, no wahala. But we continue. I was shouting for help. Nobody was there, only them and their family. They were all happy and saying that I would not do anything. That's what I'm saying. That's kind of the kind of empowerment and power that alpha males in Nigeria gets. Accusing a wife or a woman of being a witch, of being the one causing the problem in their family, of being the one disturbing their family peace, their family progress, their family greatness, their husband's greatness, the way they do it. And because the woman is helpless, she might not have the kind of money that they have. She's being accused and no one to listen to her, no one to hear her voice. And they go and they meet and they accuse her and they're beating her. And you know what? I want any woman out there who is being accused to understand that you're not the only one. It's not just happening only to you. Some families, they look for other people. They are looking for a scapegoat, people that they will point their finger at for their problem. They blind their eyes to the issues in their family. But what they want is they are looking for those that they will say, you guys are the one. You guys are the problem. We are married to wicked women. You know what? Your chain should be high. Your chain should be high. You should just lock them, because you know what? If you leave that family, if you leave that your husband, they will kill him. That is what they want. They have been trying his life, or maybe they have been trying to get your children, or maybe they want to use your children's destiny. They want to kill your children for whatever they are doing, and they cannot. And now they put an allegation that you are a witch and they're beating you. Come and see what they did to this woman. When I saw this video, I was like, oh my God, can you imagine someone else's child? Someone else's child. This is what they did to this woman. And this happened in Port Harcourt. I don't know if she's educated. I don't know much about her. But I wish that one NGO, I'm going to stop the sharing because I want you guys to hear what she had to say, her own. Let her tell you guys what happened to her, not me saying, okay? Because this news, when I saw, I was like, oh my God, I need to talk about this, because it's not just happening to her. It's not just happening to her. Some women are being accused for what they don't know, what they came in and they met. This problem has been in that family. It has been happening before you are married. You are not even aware. Maybe on your wedding day, that's when they told you there were a problem. Or even somebody told you from somewhere there is a problem. Now you have come in. You are now the cause of the problem. My dear, carry your bag, waka. That their problem will still remain there. It will still be on their head. If they don't want to go and actually find out what is the cause, and they are blaming it on your head. Let me show you this woman as she was crying and telling her story. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now. And I'm going to show you her telling her story. All right, let me see. Yep. So I'm sure, I hope this is it. Yeah, so you guys can see her. Let her tell you her story and what happened to her. Oh dear. So this her telling her story. All right.
My name is Love. I traveled that was last week Sunday, on the 8th. As I traveled, after my days at my day activity, around us, I was sitting with my husband outside. Around 6:30, he left and said he want to go to bed. So when I overheard noise over my husband brother's place, they were out shouting on top their voice. While my radio was high, so I was not interested in hearing what they were saying. But when I heard the councilor, which is my husband brother, came called blasting while I was shouting on top his voice, that one attracted me. I have to lower my radio to hear what I was hearing his voice was my name. How he's going to deal with me, how I'm a winch, I'm disturbing the family, that he will deal with me. Then I was surprised. What the next thing I saw was both him and his brother and his sister that came back from his husband's house and his sister's husband. They met me and said, I'm disturbing them. I'm a witch. Enter their car, come back, their house will not rest. I said, oh, how? They started beating me. Point of taking me to my other room. After beating me up and locked me, after beating me, the other one brought outside and brought here and hit on my head twice. And when he saw the blood gushing out, he left and drove off the house. That is how I had all of them then leave. Because the blood was too much. So they left the place, left me like that. I was shouting for help. Nobody, because it was them, nobody was there. Only them and their family, they were all happy, saying I will not do anything, nothing will happen. That their brother is a councilor, that I will not do anything. So that I'm calling that people should help me to seek justice. If a councilor should do this to a brother, that councilor himself, my husband trained him from secondary school to university. He lived with me for years when my children were small. And I paid the last visit. He promised that when he came out, that I should know that my children will not suffer. Which I asked him that day. Is that his promise he gave me? So please, look at how he made me. That was the promise he promised me. I don't know whether he wants to send me to his early grave. That is what I have to say. You people should help me to seek justice. Please, I'm calling on anybody that can help me to seek justice. To fight this case, I am begging. Thanks.
Oh dear. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, guys. When I watched this video, it reminded me a lot about, growing up and life when I was growing up and, having bad family. And it also reminded me about something that's happening in my life and in people's life that I know. And I want to say something to any woman out there who is in such situation. Don't let anybody call you a witch. Don't let any family make you feel as if you are the problem. Don't let anybody tell you that because you got married to them, that you have become something that you are not. You know who you are. If you're a child of God, the point is that the power inside you, the Holy Spirit inside you, cannot allow that darkness, that their wickedness to continue. This woman is disturbing them. Yes, she is actually disturbing them. That counselor must belong to a place. And this woman's presence in that house has made it impossible for him to do what he has to do. This is a reality in many homes now. Women are being accused of something they didn't know anything about. You left your family house where you don't know anything about witches and witchcraft and occultic or anything. You don't know anything about it, never witnessed it before. You now go on a journey to a man's house. When you get there, that's when they have the infantry to start calling you witch and witchcrafts. Madam, run for your life with your children. Let me tell you something. It's not going to end. It will never end. Some people are born with that kind of lineage. They will accuse you. They will accuse you to an extent whereby you even doubt your faith. Marriage is not by force. Your life and your children's life first. If they had the guts to go and plan a meeting, a night meeting, and they wanted to kill you, they used chair and they hit your head, and you are there talking about, you are still talking, you are still in that marriage. Madam, and for any woman out there, let me tell you something, yeah? Don't die because you want to remain married. Don't die because you want to be called to be answer Mrs. Light and darkness can never work together. Let me tell you, if you are light, if there is something in you that is light, if you have God in you, darkness can never like you. It's not possible. You go into a marriage, you guys were okay, and somebody say they don't like you. You didn't do anything to the person, no, nothing. Like what she just said now. This guy, the counselor, was living in her house. She paid some of his school fees. She was one of those that brought him up, was living in her house. Now he has become a counselor. He has joined their normal O2 that they always join. And now she's the problem. She's now the witch. Madam, you are not the witch. You are the light. You are the keeper of life. Continue with your faith. Continue with your prayer. Make sure that your children are protected. Their destiny is not being taken. Stand firm in your faith. You are the person that they need to remove for them to have access to your husband and to your children. They will not tell you the truth. So please, I don't even want you to cry. Dry your eyes. Dry your eyes. Understand that you are not the only person. I've had different stories of women who sent me messages and I had to advise them. Someone, when she got married and they told her she has to go and bath in one river. In one river, that anybody that marries in that family must go there and go and bath. I told her, run for your life. This is initiation or cultism in different form. Then something will happen tomorrow. They will say you are the witch. You are the wizard. My dear, hold on to your faith. Understand, yeah? When they kill you, when they finally kill you, they will marry another woman on top of them. And your children, they will maltreat them. So if the worst comes to the worst, madam, run. 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 Don't even give them any room. Don't even give them any, don't even look at them twice. I saw this video and I was like, oh my God, can you imagine? So this thing is still happening. Yeah, it is happening. So many women are passing through this accusation in their home. When you are dating her, she was not a witch. When you are sleeping with her and two of you were making love and, being lovey, she was not a witch. You opened your mouth, you proposed to her. She was not a witch. Yeah? She gave birth to children for you. She was not a witch. She was not the one causing your family problem. Now, after 5 or 10 years, she is now the witch. Get sense. Men, you need to start getting sense. That woman is what is keeping you alive. Take her away from your house and they will get you. This is what I have to say about this particular story. And I hope if there's any woman out there, you're passing through this, at least from her story, you will know that you are not the only one. They have been accusing us, so if I tell people that they have accused, if people start telling you what they have passed through or the accusation they have passed through because they are married, because you left your parents' house to another man's house, and they're now telling you that you are the one that is causing their problem. No, their problem was not there before you. It started when you came. Kukuma, go and pay back give back the family the dowry now. Even if it's 500, give them back. Let her go. So your problem will remain. Let's see if it will not be there. Sort out, families should sort out their problems, sort out what is wrong with you, and leave the married women that you guys married and put in your house. Leave them alone. They are not your problem. And you guys inside you know that the problem is within you. The problem is within you, not the wife. Stop accusing the wife. They are innocent. All right, guys, this is my own take on this story. I don't know what you guys think. Just drop your comments. We'll talk about it. And please, any woman out there who is passing through a lot in marriage, have your joy in your children. It will end. But if your life is being threatened, run, run, and run. Don't let anybody put something that you are not on your head. They will call you a witch. They will call you a wizard. They will call you a wanje. They will call you this. They will say that you are a bad woman. They will call you, whatever. You know what? it shouldn't bother you. And I lay the blame on the husband. I always lay the blame on the husband. The husband is a stupid, idiotic, nonsensical man. Your younger brother and younger sister is beating your wife and calling your wife a witch. And you are there and they are hitting her. Hey! Cause be the day that you were born, because you're not a man. I'm telling you, you're not a man. That's my take on this story. I don't know what you guys think. Drop your comment, but you know what? Arrow, things happen in marriage. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.